2012, President Obama signed the Stock Act, which was going to take steps to make it easier to track Congress's variation of insider trading. The act mandated that people working in the legislative and executive branches of our government would have to electronically file their personal financial disclosure forms, which means that their trading activities would be transparent and searchable online so that poor schleps like us could see whether or not they were insider trading. Now, technically, Congress isn't supposed to make insider trades. They're not supposed to trade on non-public information they obtain in the course of their work. But the most cursory of investigations will show you how, for example, when Congress was debating healthcare in 2009, some members of Congress bought certain insurance stocks that magically skyrocketed days later. Or how when the market tanked in 2008, many members of Congress conspicuously sold off bunches of stocks right before and gobbled up option funds that would go up in value if the market went down. It's ridiculous common practice because insider trading laws are written in a way that makes it very easy for Congress to basically do whatever they want. Which makes sense because Congress writes those laws themselves. A senator in the Defense Committee is free to trade defense stocks. Banking committee senators can trade bank stocks. Conflict of interest is strong with the American Congress. So when Obama signed the Stock Act in 2012 to help stop this mind-blowingly corrupt nonsense, or at least make it so transparent that no one in Washington would risk it, he said, the powerful shouldn't get to create one set of rules for themselves and another set of rules for everybody else. And he made lots of public speeches and allowed cameras to roll when he left-handedly signed the act. And there, see, Obama does care about Congress acting in your best interest, and not in the interest of their investments. Except only President Obama just signed a rollback of key provisions to the Stock Act. Members of the executive and legislative branches, turns out, won't be required to file their personal financial disclosure forms online so that everyone can see them. No, they are free to keep all of that insider trading as hidden as usual. Shockingly, Obama didn't hold a press conference this time. No, this time it happened very quietly. And coincidentally, it happened a week before the original Stock Act was supposed to go into effect. So he signs the good law, stopping insider trading in Washington in front of the world. And then he undoes it right before it's supposed to go into effect behind the world's back. So Congress and the president himself can continue to keep their insider trading to themselves. And they can continue to have massive amounts of conflict of interest. They will continue to work for their bank accounts instead of you, Americans. So the next time you see a politician signing legislation that seems like it's a really great thing and it's going to make a big change, just remember the lesson of the Stock Act, which is this. All of Washington is corrupt. Lock, stock, and barrel. Tonight, let's talk about that by following me on Twitter @TheResident.